Hello everybody. No, I'm definitely not naked. I'll just sit and wait to see if anyone comes in. Can you hear me if you can? SDW77 is going live as well. Shocking. I'm shocked by that. I'll just sit. I'm here. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting, drinking rum. I'm not naked, as I said. I have shorts on. Look at that. And I'm at the bar in Tenerife, poolside bar. It started off very, very cloudy today, but it's gone mental this afternoon. 33, 34 degrees. I've just spat a bit of nut onto my shorts there. And I am, I think, three beers. I had 3 beers. I had a Long Island iced tea. And then just a rum and coke. And now I'm by the pool. Not by the pool really, it's in a little bar. The pool's just over there. And I'm on another rum. Cheers all. If you want to join in, chat away. I can see there's 4 of you there looking at me. 4 of you looking at me in the nod. No, I'm not in the nod. Honestly, I'm not in the nod. That's just my leg. I'd love it to be something else, but it ain't. No, but this is that big. So, if you're there in the comments, let me know if you can hear me. Or if you're offended by my nakedness, I'll put my shirt back on. Although it is boiling effing hot. We have no direction on this live. There is no agenda. Although I have many to talk about. There's many things that annoy me while I'm here. Or not here. We're just on holiday in general. One thing I'm quite alarmed about is there is a lot of, I'm going to be careful here, overweight people. And instead of them having a walk about around Tenerife, up and down the coastline, instead of them doing that, they hire these little scooters. I'll put my t-shirt on, not be offending people. Instead of them having a walk about and trying to maybe enjoy the lovely hot weather and maybe trying to get a little bit fitter. Instead of that, because there's benches every 20 yards, there's a bench every 20 yards for you to sit down and if you're hot, and I get it's hot. And I get some people struggle to walk on distances if they're carrying weight. I get that. But I always come back to that Ricky Gervais idea that, you know what I mean, eating too much and not burning enough calories. So that's always where I sit with that. And I am alarmed at the amount of people that choose, rather than have a little walk about, try and get some fitness or a healthier lifestyle. No, instead what they do is they hire the little mobility scooters and they travel around on them, and it just winds me right up that they do that. I just think, just walk. It's your opportunity to walk. Beautiful scenery. You can sit down every 10 yards if you need to, but don't hire these bloody scooters. It just looks ridiculous. And they nearly bash you over when they're tootling around. Well, you're nearly getting bashed over by everybody else tootling around on the scooters. I've shouted a couple of them in annoyance. Watch out, mate! Not in a Cockney accent. No, I didn't do it in a Cockney accent. But I have shouted at a couple of them. Why? Just walk. Just walk. That's one of my annoyances of what I've seen and what I saw the last time when I was here in Tenerife as well. Why don't people just have a bash at walking? Just have a bash at having a walk. Thanks, Dawn. Just replied to me on some other message there. Thanks, Dawn. Dawn R. I am live, Dawn. Crack in, Dawn, if you're there. Well, Barnsley, I knew you'd be the one in, Barnsley. I knew you'd be the one in, right? But Barnsley, you'll maybe go with me on this one. I don't know whether you will. I don't know why I'm so frustrated, but it really winds me up. See, because I mean, they're not just carrying a bit of weight, everyone there. And I feel bad because they're huge. These people are huge. They're huge, and I get it. Right, it's difficult to walk, especially in the sun. I struggle to walk in the sun. It's difficult to walk around in the sun. I get it, but have a bash at it. Have a bash at it. Don't hire a effing scooter and toot around like Jabba the Hutt on scooters. I mean, it really winds me up. That's one of the things that winds me right up. Also, what I've noticed is how many. Again, this is just pure controversial. That's because I've had lots of alcohol. Pure controversial. Why is there so many women that have Botoxed their face beyond recognition? I don't get it. You'd look at them and you go, oh my God, they look like fishes. They look like a fish. They look like a fish, these ladies. And I'm sure they're trying to, I don't know, maybe trying to just come back to some sort of semblance of how they looked as youngsters and all the rest of it. But Jonathan, how you doing? Jonathan Stokes, long time no see. John, were you and me colleagues at the hospital in Glasgow? Is that you, Jonathan Stokes? I think it is. Is that you, John? What were you, John? What were you? Visit? No, you weren't visit. You were worked with a pharmacy. Is that you, John? Definitely large. Yeah. Medium large, John. Is that you, John? Is that who I'm talking to? Hey, gay. RD Tesco. Oh, you're in Telford? Do I know you from Telford? Have we met? Have we chatted? Oh, right, John. Right, okay. I haven't seen you for ages. Where have you been in that Tesco? I've not seen you for ages, John. I used to know a Jonathan that worked. He was a pharmacist. That's what he was. He was a pharmacist when I worked in Glasgow on the wards. Ward 26 Upper GI and Colorectal. When I was a nurse on the ward there, he was one of the pharmacists. That's what I thought you were. So, I know, John, you're a 10 hog out, man. So how are you feeling now, John? You must be even more 10 hog out now. Yeah. It's been a cracking week. It's been a cracking week. I've been here since flew on. Go back and watch my video, nightmare video. Go back and watch that because you'll get the full story of what happened to me before I got here. Been here. I flew out on Saturday. All my trouble. That's not a song. But been here since Saturday, and fly back tomorrow. Now. So essentially, this is my last full day because the flight's at 8 o'clock tomorrow, Friday. It's at 8 o'clock. So I shall be flying back to the UK, ready for the winter. Lovely, lovely winter. I'm sure you'll see you in the Tesco, John. Coming to get some rum. Don't tell everyone I get the rum. Or coffees. Many, many coffees. You moved to Wolves? No way, no wonder I've not seen you. So you're not coming? I won't see you again then, John. Is that what you're saying? You won't see you again? Mate, what's happening? No way, I'm not having that. I'm not having that, John. You need to come back. You were my reason to come round to Tesco to have a rant about Man United. Actually, you were ranting more than I was. You were the ranter. I didn't rant, I just went, what are you talking about, John? Is that me? No, that's on the screen. I thought I had a bit of something on my neck there. So, Yeah, we're here. We're doing it. We're doing the thing, as Daniel would always say. We're doing the thing. Embrace this up. Would say we're doing the thing. I'm trying to make my screen bigger here, but because everything's so slow, it takes a while to click in. And the comments have vanished as well. But, I'm sad to hear that, John. I'm sad to hear if you've transferred over to Wolvo. It's quite a distance. Where do you live if you've transferred to Wolvo? That must be a journey down for you down to Wolvo. Yeah, you got it. John, I'm possibly starting to be on your page these days. But they have confirmed. Sorry, I'm eating peanuts. I was just going to say nuts there. I'm eating peanuts. They have said that, or the reports on the old YouTube have said that his job's not under threat. John, so Barnsley, John, he's a Man United fan as well, and for about a month, I go around to Tesco every day, just a little Tesco Express round in Wellington, where I live in Telford. And John, for about 4 weeks, was there every single day when I walked in. So every time I went in, he was like, effing Ten Hag, he's got to go. And I just peed my pants at him every time. I used to travel to Telford. Oh, did you? Oh, you're in Wolvo, though, right? Okay, well, that's fine then. If that's easier for you to be in Wolverhampton, then go. But yeah, Barnsley. Barnsley, John Barnsley. John is also a Man United fan, Barnsley. I think he always talks about Man United. I'm assuming he is. He never said he was a fan of anybody else. But I used to get... Sorry, I got peanuts in my throat. I used to get a reality check from John every time I went in the Tesco. What are you effing talking about? He's rubbish. He needs to go. I used to laugh for like half an hour after I got home, just at John just laughing about he thinks how bad Man United does. The holiday's great, John. The holiday's great. It goes very, very fast, which is it always seems to be the case. It is 6 nights, and it's not cheap, by the way. It's not cheap. I wish I could come for long. You know, I've knocked into a couple of people from Cornwall and Devon down the way there, and they're here for 10 days. I thought, it'd be great if I could be here for 10 days. 10 days, that would be great, wouldn't it? And it is boiling, by the way. It's been 34, 35 every day. Cloudy this morning, but cleared by about 11:30. And it has been roasting since then. I'm on black as the ace of spades, as you can see. I don't think I've got any lines because I've not worn my watch as much, but you can see a little bit of it. I didn't wear my watch as much because of the lines it created the last time I was here. Which I do quite like. You quite like to go, look at my lines. But, I mean, look at the colour of my skin. Is it a brag to say I'm darker? Manager questionable. You went to Turkey, then left Highgate. So that's why I didn't see. I know. I wondered where you were, John. I literally haven't seen you for ages. So you're not coming back to that store then? You're not going to be back in Wellington. You're not going to be back in Highgate. Is that what that store is called? Highgate. Is that where that? See, I don't even know. Highgate. I've seen it on a sign, John, but I wouldn't have said that was Highgate Tesco. Highgate. Well, yeah, so you're not going to be back then? Am I never going to see you again, John? Never going to see you. Oh, Mr. Daniel Arias of the Nation. Pleased to see you, Daniel. How are you getting on, son? I've got a bone to pick with you, my friend. You were meant to get in touch with me and tell me when you were available to do some Nightwish reactions. What the F? What the F, Daniel? I even tried to give you a little nudge by commenting on lots and lots of your videos yesterday night while I was eating my paella for one. Paella for one, everyone. Yeah, I was eating my paella for one last night, so... You possibly do some overtime, right? Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe I will see you again. That'll be sad. I would genuinely. I know this sounds a bit blowing smoke up your arse, John, but I would genuinely. I would be sad if I didn't see you again. That would be a sad thing if I didn't see you again. We had some proper good chats. You always, I mean, you generally made me forget what I was in for. I would end up coming back 10 minutes later going, oh, that's what I went to Tesco for. Excuse me, I'm having a crazy cough. So, Daniel, how you doing? About to kick off your vacation. Where are you going? Hi, Pam. How you doing? Good to see you. What's happening with you, Pam? Pam, I just want to say to you, by the way, thank you for all your support. You're one of the most supported people of my channel currently. Always comment. Check out all the other videos that are not necessarily what you are commenting on the channel for. And you always leave a comment for me. And you, Barnsey, as well, by the way, BTW. So thanks for that. The support is immense. My channel seems to have really slowed down over the last, I don't know, month or so. I don't know whether it's because I'm not putting enough videos out or what. But it's still all the same stuff. But my videos were getting, within the first hour, we were up to 200 or something like that. It's nothing like that now. It's like 20 or something, but it's funny. Blink 182 up, right, okay. No love interest, but no. John, oh, come off it, mate. I mean, we talk about, have you had any love interests, by the way? You need to get some love interest as well, by the way, John. No, I've not had any live. Not any live, because I read live at the top. I've not had any love interests. See if that happened, that would be great, wouldn't it? Somebody just went, hiya, hiya. I'm looking at myself rather than looking at the camera here. Right, okay. Well, Daniel, I'm back. Fly back tomorrow, so the early hours of Saturday morning, I'll be back in my house. In all seriousness, we do need to do that, like Tara or something. We do some Tara reactions or something like that. But I think that was a good idea that we came out with. And you know, it's funny. I was watching your Angelina Jordan reactions again, and I'm definitely in the minority. I know we've spoke about it on the phone, Daniel. I'm definitely there's a cocktail getting mixed now. I'm definitely the minority. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was reading. I read for about an hour on the internet about her yesterday. She does have some critics, by the way. She does have some critics. They say she's a bit of an impersonator. I just find it. You know what I think of her, Daniel. I'm not going to get into it because I'm not going to annoy all the massive Norwegian Angelina Jordan fans. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I know she's a young girl. She's got a decent voice. She probably. What I would say, right, is this is going to be controversial. But I listened to your reaction of her doing. I can't remember what song. You know what? I can't even remember what song it was. You'll know because did I leave a comment? I can't remember. But all I'll say is there was a girl in the hotel that sang the same song the night before, and she was better than Angelina Jordan. And I thought, she's not very good either, but she was better. So that's just my humble opinion. She's very breathy. I don't get it. But I might be I'm obviously in the minority of that. There's a lot of Norwegians fiercely defend Angelina Jordan. But I don't get her. I don't get it. I don't find it impressive. I don't think it's very good. I just think it's okay. And that is my 2 pence on that. Did Louise come in there as well? Did I miss? I can't go back and see my comments there. If you're in, Louise, hello, Louise. Your mind needs to be jazz lounge ready. You like natural women? I can't. The comments are not letting me go back up. I can't see them because I'm on. Because I'm on the hotel's Wi-Fi. I can't always see all the comments. Let me see if I can get the comments here. Daniel, I'm pressing buttons, Daniel. Chat. Here we go. Yeah, I'm gutted as well, Daniel, that I couldn't get to it, but I had to have my house secure. I thought it would still be okay. Sorry for me chewing as I'm talking. I thought it would still be okay. Sorry about my legs in the way as well. But the guy finished doing my smart meters at about I don't know, around 5 o'clock. But he said, "You're knackered. I can't fix this. You need to go. You need to get an emergency call out." So, emergency call out came, and it just took him longer than he thought it was going to take. I said to him, "Look, I need to get away. I've got a concert to go to." He said, "I'll try my best." By the time he finished, I needed to then go and get a train. As I said in my video, I then needed to go and get a train down to Birmingham, which is an hour. It's an hour to Birmingham from Telford on the train. And then I think about a 15-minute walk from the train station from New Street in Birmingham down to the O2 Arena on Bristol Street in Birmingham. So I reckon by the time I got there, there might have been half an hour, 40 minutes of concert left. It is what it is, isn't it? Neon Waltz. What's Neon Waltz? You should do a reaction and say that. Remember, engagement is engagement, good or bad. Absolutely, darling. Okay, man, I have to try and upload Blink 82, 182 for the fifth time. Well, good luck with that, Daniel. I hope you're successful. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Good to speak to you. I'm sure we'll speak soon. Look at Neon Waltz, Ellie. Right, okay, Neon Waltz. No, I haven't had a look at Neon Waltz. How's the R going? It's doing just fine, John. Doing just fine. The R is... It's currently... Keep it quiet, though. Keep it quiet. It's currently sitting in level 7 of Manchester Airport, Terminal 2 West, if anybody wants it. It's locked. You can't get in. Well, that's where it is. It's doing cracking, mate. It's only whispered. I like that trouble. Is that me going back the way? Right, okay, that's where I was. Right, I can come back the way now. Right, I'm coming back to all your comments now. Sorry, everyone, if I've missed you. Try to help feel the algorithm beast. Yeah, definitely, Pam. My channel's up and down. I don't mind about, you know, I've come to terms with my channel's not. It's not a massive channel. I don't have a massive following. I don't think it'll keep growing gradually. I'm sure it will. It'll keep growing gradually. But I've tried to remove myself from being disappointed about. Oh, no new subscribers. It's fine. It is what it is. I enjoy putting the videos up. Ultimately, it isn't a massive effort to sit and watch a video of somebody singing music or a track. So I really enjoy doing that. So I'm you know, happy in the knowledge that my channel will just go gradually. I don't mind if you lose 5 and then gain 6, lose 2, gain 10. It doesn't matter to me. That's all fine for me. I don't mind that. Channels like Daniel's, who Daniel's working hard. I'm not working as hard as Daniel. I don't work as hard as Daniel to get my channel going. But Daniel's a hard worker, and he's been doing this YouTube for many, many years, more than I have. And that's why I have tried to emulate what they do and taking advice from Daniel and Spencer, and try and keep the channel moving. But we'll keep moving along with the channel. I'll keep putting stuff out that you all ask for, and that's fine with me. What are you saying, John? Numbers are down. Is that right, Daniel? The numbers are down all across the board? I don't know which way this... Am I meant to go up or down? I'm meant to go down, aren't I? I'm going up, going away. Thanks, Daniel. Chamonix. Oh, that's Cheyenne, my favourite. I love Oasis. I'm a massive fan of Oasis. No. Mr. D, they're a band from my wee town, and they've done really well internationally. Open for either Oasis or one-off Gallagher. Hold on, let me read that again. My wee town, and they've done really well internationally. Open for either Oasis or one-off. That must be one of the Gallagher. Ellie, I just don't like these. I don't like the boys. I don't like either of them. I think they're I won't say what I think they are. You know what I think they are? Something rude. Something rude is what I think they are. The music stands up for itself, Oasis. I've said this many times. I mean, I'll keep saying it. I turn them off when they come on. I just don't like the two of them. And when you can't get on board with the actual people that are singing, it's difficult to then be objective about what they're singing, because I don't think Liam's a particularly good singer either. I think he just shouts. I think he's a shouter. But it is what it is. They are huge. They're massive, Oasis, and they will continue to be massive. And yeah, there is a couple of the songs, maybe two, that I will leave on if they come on the radio. But other than that, I'm not an Oasis fan at all. I am in the Hotel John, yeah. I'm in the Jardin. You can look it up on Tinternet. Dreams Jardin Tropical Hotel and Spa, Costa Adeje, or Adeji, as some people say. I don't know how you pronounce it. Walk around for a tour. I'll maybe try and stand you up. I've got everything put in here because my iPad was about to. I'll try and lift you up and you can have a little look at what we're looking at here. Right, hang on a second. So that's the bar. That's the fellas at the bar there. That's who's serving. We're live on YouTube here, guys. Right? So they're saying hello. There's the guys on. There's the fabulous fellas that are serving me. Okay. I'll try and maximise it so you can see yourselves. Hang on. Internet's not great. I'm live. We're live. So there's all the fellas that are serving all the beautiful drinks. That's the pool side there. That's where I'm sitting, sort of here. I'll try and lift you up a little bit. I'll get me battery pack. Hang on. So I'll try and get you higher than. There we go. Where's the pool? The pool's there somewhere. That's where we are. There's the pool. So that's where we are. Having a little pool bar here. It's by the pool, I suppose. It's next to the pool. Oops. So yeah, that's our position. It's early cool fall here. Well, I've been looking at my sorry, I've now gone into a different. Oh, it's because I've moved that how I was. That's why. Pam, I've been keeping a check on my phone of what's happening at home. I've got like all the Nest cameras and stuff of my house, and I've got a ring doorbell. So that, I mean, I can keep a check on everything that's happening. So that's the UK at the moment. That's my house. That's all the cameras I've got in my house, outside, and etc. So there's the studio. Look, I'll click onto my studio. You can see my studio from the back end. Tap to go live, right? You can see my studio. So that's the studio from the back end, everyone. That's what it looks like. That's where I do all my videos. Look, there's one of the cats moving in the hallway as well as I'm speaking. So that I've got plenty of cameras. See you later, Louise. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. A banana mama for me. John, what you like? I take it you're not working, John. You must be off today. So yeah, we're just here. It's a lovely backdrop. I didn't even, I wasn't particularly selecting this spot. I just came back. I normally go out in the morning. I don't sit in a hotel. It's too expensive to sit in a hotel. Everything's really expensive, all the food and everything. Grim Grinning Tracy, hey. Oh, thanks, Grim Grinning Tracy. Lovely to see you. I'll just call you Tracy. Nice to see you, Tracy. Thank you very much for dropping in. You're off to start dinner, Ellie, right? Okay. Thanks, Ellie. Thanks for dropping in. Right, John. Right. Okay. Crazy here. Leaves already turning squirrels, gathering walnuts. Never saw this as well. I'll wait till I get home. Before I came away, it was turning. It was on the turn before I came home. Came away here to Tenerife. I could see the weather turning before I left, and I was actually quite worried that it might not be nice here, but it has been. It was hot. I think it has been as hot as it was when I was here a month ago. 10 weeks ago, however long it was when I was here. Just Tracy on. We'll give you just Tracy. I'm not going to give you the grim grinning. Well, thanks, Tracy. Thanks for dropping in. And you'll let me know whereabouts. You know what I like to say? We like to say on mine and Daniel's channel, but I started it. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you, Tracy? In the world. In the nicest sense. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you, Tracy? In the world. I'm drinking rum. It's rum and coke. Rum and coke. Havana 7 and coke. From my good men at the bar. And they haven't charged me twice. No. Well, I did leave my big tip last night, so maybe that's why. Whispering now because I just literally just But yeah, upper Midwest, and we literally need heat in the morning and air con in the afternoon. So upper beautiful Cincinnati. Oh, Cincinnati, Tracy, beautiful. I love all these places, and you know, the idea of getting the map as well, which again was my idea, Daniel. By the way, BTW. Getting the map, well, it wasn't. It was Mandy's idea. Mandy Licious, who never comes into my lives anymore. She must hate me now. Sorry, Mandy, if you're watching, but that's the impression I had. But Mandy was saying, you need to get a map. You need to get a map. So amazing, Cincinnati. The Cincy waterfront. So Pam, some upper Midwest. Excuse me for being ignorant. I don't know where that is. I understand upper Midwest. Give me a name. Give me a location, Pam. Give me a location, and then I'll understand where exactly you're from. So Tracy is in bubble voice. That was a little bubble voice there. Tracy is in Cincinnati, Ohio. Whereabouts are you, Pam? Whereabouts are you? I don't think this music is copyrightable, so I don't think we'll be alright. But it's a lovely day today. What temperature are we at just now? Let's have a little butchers. Let's have a little Terry Butchers. Little bit of a Terry Butchers at what the weather is just now. $29. I doubt that's what it is. It seems much hotter than that. It seems much hotter than 29. There's people lying dead down here that just died from the heat. There's definitely dead people out here. They look dead anyway on the sun lounges. But my the view from the Kentucky side, looking across the Ohio River, is one of the best in the country. Right, so Pam, you're from northern Illinois, okay, just north of Chicago. Brilliant. I love all of this. I love all of this. It's great, isn't it? Just that small words, world scenario, everyone just drawn in together in a common cause, whether it be music or comedy. Everybody drawn in together. It's great. It's a great feeling. How long have we been going for here? 30? Is that what's that? 33 minutes? 33. I haven't followed. Like I said, I'm just sitting here. I want to drop in. I'm sure it is, Barnsley. I reckon it probably is. Maybe in your, maybe in the room where your boiler's kept, it might be that hot. But I've looked. It looks like it's raining at the front of my house today in Telford. So, and my brother's looking after my cats. So he says it's shite and it's raining. Because all he went through to get there, Kevin. I tell you what, Tracy. I know it might have seemed dramatic in the video that I did last night, but in all seriousness, I was virtually in tears in my car. Virtually in tears. I felt like crying. Honestly, I really did. Felt like crying in my car because on the M6, we would get all stopped, and then you would see the sign saying junction 14 to 15, 20-minute delay. It was saying And I thought, okay, well, 20 minutes, I can cope with the 20-minute delay, that's fine. I'll still be there by about 1:30. That's fine. 1:20, I'll still be there at the airport. But every time it sped up, it just stopped again, and I was literally screaming in my car, no, because I'd written it off. I really had written it off. I just didn't think I was going to get. I didn't think I was going to get here at all. I never thought I was going to get this flight. And all that nonsense at the desk. That girl telling me I had plenty of time to get to the gate. She knew where the gate was. She knew it was an 8-minute walk. And I only had 10 minutes to get down there. She knew it was an 8-minute walk to get down there to the gate. And she still took forever to look through my case and was fanning about, oh, let me look at your scissors that you've got. Oh, it's the speaker was this big. It's a little JBL speaker that I didn't realise you need to have out. Oh, that needs to come out. And then your case needs to go back through again. Is there any chance of a bit effing urgency here? I need to get down there right now. My flight's about to leave. Horrific. It's only ever happened once to me. When me and Suzanne were going away. It was probably to Tenerife as well. But we were at the airport. We were just sat in the bar drinking, and we didn't realise what the time was. And they started calling on us, and then we had to run. But my God, she just because the queue to there was so many cases that got put to the side that needs to get checked. So the queue for that was massive. It was massive. I'm not exaggerating. It was massive. It was a massive queue. It was as big as the queue to come through security. And I just went straight to the girl and went, please, help me. Can I see your boarding pass? There's no boarding pass. I need to be there in 10 minutes. Crack on. Oh, we'll need to check, then we'll need to go back through the system. You've got plenty of time. Can I take my phone to show my supervisor? Yeah, just do it fast. I ran every step. As I said, I ran every step. The sweat was dripping off me. It took me like 30 minutes while we were sat on the plane, which we didn't take off. By the way, we didn't take off. I was sat on the plane for an hour before we took off. And I was, oh my God, it was horrific. Drama, horrific. It was absolutely horrific. Never had anything like that before. So it's, it was so busy, Tracy. It was so busy. And the sense of urgency from the staff, it just doesn't fill you with any sort of, they'll get me sorted, they'll get me down there, and they'll ring the check-in desk down at 206 to tell them somebody's on the way. No, I didn't do any of that. No, I just ran all the way. Never done that before. Horrible, absolutely horrible. Yeah, absolutely, Barnsley. I'm sure you've been in Manchester Airport as well. I mean, I chose Manchester over Birmingham to travel from Manchester over Birmingham. They're probably equal distances, actually. Maybe not. Birmingham would be much closer. That'd be an hour to Birmingham, obviously. Manchester is meant to be an hour and 20 minutes. It's meant to be. It wasn't. It was 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours on the M6 car park. Horrific, absolutely horrific. So I'm here. I got here anyway, like I said in my video, and I was just happy I got here, and then I could reflect a little bit on not being able to get down to see Home Free. The more the days have gone by now, I'm sort of more gutted about that, because I was really looking forward to that. That was like, I don't get to do a lot of stuff. And that was something that I was looking forward to. And even when the guy said, there's a gas leak, even at that point I thought, okay, well, we've got plenty of time here. That installation I'd organised prior, weeks before, and they would come between 1 and 5 in the 1 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening, and they said it would take an hour for each meter. So I've checked the whole meter. I don't know if you've had this done at all. Every house is going to be going this way. The new houses are going to be built with smart meters now, but it needs to get done. Both the meters were changed, and it's an hour for each meter. And even when he said, you know what, there's a leak, I can't fix it, I'll try, I can't fix it. And obviously I fitted my kitchen. He said, I can't get in to try and do this. I can't get in to try and tighten it. I said, tell me what you know. I'll cut that bit out. In my back of my kitchen unit, I'll cut it out. I'll cut it right out. There's Daniel release something. Who is Dan Basque, metal singer performance? So even then I thought, well, if I cut that bit out, will it make it easier to do? He said, I'll try something else. He tried it, it didn't work. He said, you need an emergency person. And I can't turn your smart meters on until that's done. So, like I said, it's done. We're here. We're nearly finished. We're nearly on our way back now. I've got to see the bubble guy, did you? He's cracking the bubble guy. He's there every day, by the way. I've been down past him every day. It's just a bit of string he's got. It's a bit of string on 2 sticks. Just like, I know we're having a little bit of taking the piss out of it a little bit, but there's like crowds of people. Not kids. This is not children either. There's crowds of people that hang about around there for him to do the bubbles. And they all love the bubbles, and they are huge bubbles, by the way. Gotta love a bubble. And absolutely 100%, I was booting them all and bursting them 100%, as many as I could that came near me. The bubble guy. Nice one, Barnesy. So, that's that. There we go. What else do I want to moan about? Is there anything else that's winding me right up while here? Botox, that's why. Botox. I get people trying to, it's mainly ladies, I get people trying to maintain some sort of youth, but when it's to the detriment, when you look at them and go, what happened to you? What did you do that for? I just hope that people look at themselves and go, oh my God, that was a mistake. Why did I do that? But people just with like lips that are giving a shadow on the floor as they're walking, that's just like, why have you done that to yourself? Why have you done that to yourself? That's crazy that you've done it to yourself. And it's always very funny seeing the very, very, very white people that, you know, they've just arrived. You go, oh, they've just arrived. So everyone else is beautiful and dark tan. They've definitely just arrived. Or they're from Scotland or Ireland. Sorry, Scotland and Ireland. Oh, there's my other aunt, because I've just seen somebody walking past. Can I ask, what is wrong with adult men? What is wrong with adult men? What's going on in your head that you think it's okay to walk about in a football top? That's for 10, 11-year-olds. 10 or 11-year-olds walk about in football tops. Grown men do not walk about in football tops. Last night, I was sitting in a bar, quite happy. I had my paella for one. Sad boy. Paella for one. I had my paella for one. I was sitting quite happy. Some older, not older, he was younger, maybe in his 20s, with his girlfriend. She looked beautiful. Beautiful black dress. Lovely hair, looked lovely. She looked stunning. And there's him in his Man City top, like an 11-year-old. And he just came right in, got the guy to switch off the match that I was watching and turn on Man City. So I said to him, I was here to watch that Newcastle match, mate. Oh, the guy outside said I could put it on. I said, whatever, I'll go somewhere else, mate. But what is up with grown men wearing football shirts? I don't get it. I don't get the grown men in football shirts thing. I really don't. So he was in his Man City top, and I was so annoyed with him because he got the match turned off. I was quite happy watching what I was watching, but he got the match turned off, and I had to go somewhere else to watch the match that I wanted to watch, and I was so annoyed with him. But I wanted to say to him, you've just been training, mate. You've just been training. You've just been football training. Why do grown men wear football shirts? What is that all about? I wear my football shirt. I wear it in the house. I don't go out in my football shirt because I'm an adult. What's that all about? What there's a dude here. I'll show you it. He's in a football shirt. He's giving me a couple of dirty looks because he can hear me talking about people in football shirts. But what is it with why do grown men wear a football shirt as a fashion thing? That's a no for me. That just makes you look like a fucking plum. Excuse my French. There we go. That's my annoyance come out proper there. An absolute effing plum. People that wear football shirts that are not either going to a match, going to play football. I think those are the only two reasons why you should be wearing a football shirt. Going to a match or you're going football training. As an adult, over the age of 12, what will we go, 15? 15? Over the age of 15? Maybe. Barnesy, listen about this, right? Every shirt I've seen has been a Man City shirt. And this boy must have been, I reckon he was 25, 26, that's what I reckon. Rodrigo on the back as well. You're just a fucking child, by the way. Look at your girlfriend. Your girlfriend's made an effort. You're on your holiday. Your girlfriend's made a massive effort. She looks stunning. She looked stunning, by the way. His girlfriend did. And there's him in his Man City top and his pair of black ones. Just have a look at your girlfriend, mate. She ain't going to be your girlfriend for much longer if you walk about in a bloody football shirt when you're out on your holidays. Come on, have a day off with that. No, not out in it, John. Not out in it. You don't go out in a football shirt. You had tickets to see them and ended up in not being able to go. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame, Tracy. It is, and I know. You know what? A lot of people have supported me and said, "Oh, I had this going on. I tried to go and I couldn't. I wasn't able to go either." So, that made me feel a little bit better that other people have been in similar situations. I always just get to the point where I go, I'll wait for it to actually happen before I believe this is going to be true, that I'm going to actually get to see these people. Yeah, and Barnsley, I'm just reading that comment again, the 11-year-olds, it's so frustrating. All the guys that are walking around in football tops that I've seen, apart from that one that's sitting there, that's some sort of Italian top or something, it's all been Man City. I've not seen any other. I've seen Newcastle tops as well. Newcastle and City, that's all I've seen. I've not seen any Man United shirts. I've not seen any Arsenal shirts. I've not seen any Tottenham shirts. I've not seen any Chelsea shirts. I've not seen any other shirts apart from Man City and Newcastle. Newcastle will get on board with because they're on the up. What a victory that was last night, by the way. But guys, here's my plea to you all, fellas. Anyone that clicks into this or watches this back, if you're an adult and you're over 12, you don't wear a football shirt as a fashion statement. Keep that for in the house and give yourself a little bit of respect. Don't wear your football shirt out of the house unless you're going football training or you're going to the match. That's when you wear your football shirt. Other than that, it's a no-no because you look like a fucking idiot. Up the Wolves, up the Wanderers! I've seen guys with matching baseball shirts on with the dog. Oh my god. People that dress their dogs up. What's wrong with people that dress their dogs up? And then they're on these programs going, my dog's out of control. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're out of control. I watched a program yesterday, which is similar to Caesar, the dog whisperer from the US. It's the UK version of it, but the girl was wondering why her dog was out of control. She dressed the dog in baby grows. Not even dog clothes, they were baby grows. I know, Pam, I wish you were kidding as well. It drives me right, it winds me right up, it really does. That's it. I've got plenty of rants that I try and keep for rum and rants, but that's definitely a rant, Adults that wander about in football tops that are not going to play football or not going to the match. What's the mentality? I don't get the mentality. You look like an idiot. Do I have any other annoyances? Have I had any other annoyances? They don't put milk back in my room. That's annoying me. I like a cup of tea in the morning before I get a coffee. So I've not been putting milk back in my room. I have to go and ask for milk. And you know what? When you live in a country that is as hot as this, I know they need to make their money and it's a mini bar and all the rest of it. But you see, for a bottle of water, when you can get a bottle of water it's the same bottle of water in the shop that's 80 cents, but in the mini bar it's €2.20. And people need water. That's one of the most vital things that people need to drink, especially if you're wandering around all day and sweating your body and fat away. You need water. You need to replenish, and you just want to nick into your room and grab a bottle out of the minibar, and it's €2 for a bottle of water. I think that should be looked at. I don't mind paying a premium for your beers or whatever. That's the way a minibar works, but not for water. Not for water in a minibar. That should, in fact, probably should be even less than you get in the shop. How much is the hotel paying for water, bottles of water? Sliders with socks. Sad. I literally saw a woman with a kid on the leash and a dog in a baby stroller. Oh my God. These people are baby stroller. You know, it's funny because there is somebody, which I noticed this morning, somebody's got a dog here, a tiny little dog, about that big. My cats are bigger than this dog. I've never seen anyone, when I was here, I didn't see anyone with a dog. They've got a dog here now. I love dogs. I've got no issue with dogs. I like a dog. I've got no problems with dogs at all. I do like dogs. I've got cats because I wouldn't want to leave a dog all day on its own. Cats can look after themselves. So if that wasn't the case, I would have a dog. For 100%, I would have a dog because I love dogs as well. They're absolutely beautiful creatures and they're very, very loyal. But people hate cats. People don't like cats. They think they're not anything like dogs. My cats are like dogs. They come to the door when I get home. They come to me to ask for food. They will fetch toys back when I throw them, and they come and sit with me. And what my cats, when I'm sad and I'm feeling sad, I don't even know I'm feeling sad sometimes. They come and sit on me. They will gather around me when I'm feeling sad. They must sense the sadness in me sometimes, which I still do get sad sometimes from my scenario, my situation, my singularity, my being on my own. I do still get sad a lot of the times, you know. But they seem to sense it and they all come and sit around me. So I love cats as much as I love dogs. Is my piece there. It's a little different over here where everybody wears team logo things, but I agree there are places in this pub. Tracy, I've got no issue with. I would wear a t-shirt with a little United. I've got one of my coats has just got a little. It's not even big. It's tiny. Unless you properly looked at it, you wouldn't see that it was a Man United logo. But I have a couple of t-shirts that are Man United, but it's a tiny little thing, or you wouldn't know it was Man United unless you looked at it. And I will wear them out. But a shirt, your full shirt, no, not for me. Just a very hairy bag. Are they? Has everyone got the doggy strollers? That's mental. That's crazy as well. Not get the dogs. The dogs are meant to be walking. That's their exercise. That's why they're all so poorly behaved. You know, all these shows that dog whisperers, etc., that come on about a bad behaved dog. How can we change his behaviour? It's all because of how the human treats the dog. The human treats the dog like it's a baby, like it's a person, and we all know a dog is a dog. A dog wants to be treated like a dog. It wants to be part of the pack, but it needs to know who the pack leader is, and it needs to know who's in charge. It needs discipline. So these people that are constantly walking around with their arms or little things around the chest, or dog strollers with baby grows on, or dog clothes, have a day off. No, it's not pretty at all. A cat, or an animal was by the nature of a cat. I love cats. We had dogs when we were growing up. We always had dogs when we were growing up in my house as a child. And then when one of our dogs, unfortunately, was very, very unwell. A puppy was a puppy. She was only very, very young. I think she was less than 2 years old. A condition that meant we weren't going to help her. Gem, she was called Gem as well. Gem, Gem. Wee Gem. She was beautiful, but she was eating herself to death because of this mange that she had on her skin, and they couldn't treat it. So we had to have her put down, and Mum and Dad didn't have a dog again for years after that. It was next door's cat that came to live at our house, and then they became cat. My dad hated cats, or didn't hate them. That's unfair. He wasn't a fan of cats. Eventually, he loves cats now. And I've obviously got Maine Coons. They're not like your normal cats. They're not like a normal Maine. They are very, very loyal. They're very sensitive, and they know me, and I know them, and I love them. They're pretty much the only thing that keeps me in the world at the moment, because I think other than them, I probably wouldn't be interested in carrying on, because what's the point? That's very dark. I'm just joking with that. I'm not joking. There is some reality in that. You know, I've had mental health problems after my separation, and I was told you need to keep things around you that are going to keep you going, that are going to keep you motivated, that are going to keep some sort of semblance in your life. So that's what I did. But I think if they weren't about, I would seriously consider what would be the point in carrying on when your life has completely changed. And I know that's a very dark thing to say, and it is what it is. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that feel that way as well. But when your circumstances change so dramatically, you wonder what is the point. And I consistently think about that. What's the point in this? And you know, they're one of the things that keep me going. They keep me alive. They keep me living, I would say. And I know that is dark, and it is true. It is true. It is true. That is true. Star Wars. Are we all like the Star Wars stuff, John? What are my other hobbies? I don't think I have any other hobbies, John. I don't think I have any other hobbies. Hobbies? That's a funny thing. What hobbies do everybody else have? What hobbies have all of you got? That's a funny question. I mean, what is a hobby anyway? That's something you do in your spare time that you enjoy. So that's not football. Football's not a hobby. I make YouTube videos. I don't think I've got any other hobbies. I don't think I have, John. I don't think I've got any other hobbies at all. I don't have a hobby. I don't think I've ever had hobbies. I like Skylectrics, but I used to collect. I've got thousands of pounds worth of Skylectrics cars, by the way. Worth a lot of money. One-offs. Or one in a series of 20, 25, 30. I've got plenty of those Skylectrics cars. But I haven't bought anything Skylectrics for 5 years, 6 years. Nothing Skylectrics. But I've got a massive Skylectrics set. It's huge. It's a massive big track. I've not set it up because I've got no space to set it up since I've been back from Scotland. But I've got maybe 60, 70 Skylectrics cars. And I think the reason I went for Skylectrics is because as a child I never got to play with Skylectrics, so I was always intrigued by Skylectrics. So as an adult, when I was able to afford it, I went and bought myself my own Skylectrics and just carried on going with Skylectrics. So other than that, John, I don't think I've got any. I don't think I've got hobbies really. What hobbies do you all have? Do you make like crafting and stuff like that? I am fairly creative. I would consider myself a creative person, but that's because I'm a Piskies. Piskies are quite creative if you believe in all that shite. I would say I was fairly creative, and I do enjoy creating things from nothing, or taking something that's crap and making it a bit better. Somebody's ringing me from Birmingham, England. I'll just cancel that. Yeah, that's a hobby. Can that be classed as a hobby, Barnsey? I volunteer for a horse breeder in the winter and spring, where I keep an eye on their mares and foal and babysit the babies. Okay, that's great. That's excellent, Tracy. Horses. One of my first girlfriend, Sarah. Not Sarah. Sorry, Sarah. It wasn't Sarah. It was Claire. One of my second serious girlfriend, Claire. She was had her own horse, and she still does now. Has horses, and her husband and her daughter are well into horses. But I've never ridden a horse. But I always found them quite magnificent. I'm massively allergic. Always was sneezing. My eyes were just dripping, whenever I was around them. But I went with her to the field where she kept the horse, and I helped her do all that for many years. But yeah. Cheers, John. I try and stay as positive as I can, as everybody does. Everyone's got their own thing going on, haven't they? Especially if you live alone. And it's coming around to that time of year where being alone is not always ideal, is it? That sort of Christmas idea, or being with family, or festive, you should be around family. But you got to come to terms with the way your life, the direction your life has taken you in. And I don't know how people think about fate, or whether our paths are set, or whether we can have some effect on our own paths, by making decisions. I don't know how people think about that. I think your path's set. I'm one for thinking your path's set, and you have to make some extraordinary decisions or extraordinary choices to change that. And if that was my fate has been to be in a relationship for 20 years, a serious relationship, be married for 13 years, and then it not work out. That is what it is. But I don't know whether I'm meant to be with somebody again, whether I'm meant to stay on my own. I don't know. I often feel out of place, but I'm sure a lot of people do. Collecting Star Wars. Are you into Star? I do like Star Wars. I don't collect the merch though, John. I really like Star Wars though. I really do. John, I don't know whether you watch anybody reacting to the Star. I really enjoy watching reactors to Star Wars on YouTube. Some of the channels are brilliant with the reactors. Some of them are not so good. They're just, you can tell they've watched the movie 100 times before, and they're trying to pretend a reaction. But you can see the people that have never seen it before. And I do like the Star Wars reactions on YouTube. That's a really good thing. And getting pissed in Tenerife is probably going to be one of my newest hobbies. The horses, they're beautiful. They are majestic creatures. That's a very good way to put it, Pam. That's a great description of horses. They are majestic. That's what I always thought about. They were solid. Claire's horse was solid. He was solid. He was called Sultan, and he was solid. That's what I always remember. Massive and solid. In no rudeness. Don't get any rudeness in your head. No, I don't have children. We didn't have children, John. We chose not to have children, which was a decision we took and revisited on a couple of occasions. We chose not to have children. Suzanne was a bit older than me. 7 years. Suzanne was 7 years older than me. I'm 46, so now Suzanne was a bit older than me. But no, we made that choice. Suzanne never really felt that she was. She didn't feel like she was going to be a mom. She loves children, but she didn't feel the mothering instinct in her. She didn't feel that. She thinks she would always be too neurotic and worried too much. So at the point where we discussed it, I was already too in love with Suzanne to say, well, I'd rather not be with you and have children than be with you and not have children. So that was the decision I made based on the knowledge that she gave me about what she wanted from her life. And we revisited on a number of occasions, like on holiday, we revisited, because you would see people, like couples, like I see now, you see couples with the young kids, and you think, oh, they look beautiful, these young couples with a young baby. And then you look over your shoulder at the other couples with a young baby that's screaming, running around, throwing things about, and go, no, we made the right decision. You still have hobbies that life keeps me. I know generally that's what happens, doesn't it? Generally, intentions are always good, but it's life does get in the way, doesn't it? I know that's a crap thing to say, that life gets in the way, but it does get in the way. People's lives are so busy, and they've got people have got really important things that you can't be selfish about in your life. You need to think of other people. And although it is good at some points in your life to be a little bit selfish and just think about yourself, most of the time, that I don't think that's a great way to be. It's not a great outlook to just think about yourself. You do need to consider how others feel, how others, how others will think about what you're thinking about. But I'll just crack on. I'll just crack on. I'll just keep cracking on. It's a day at a time. I'm in a position I never thought I'd be in. I never thought I'd be single. I thought I'd be married forevermore, and that would be it. When you've got your life planned out in front of you, you think your life's planned. When that changes, I think the main issue I have is I just feel out of place. I feel like I've shifted into this alternate reality, like Back to the Future or something, where I'm in a point where this shouldn't be the way it is. Did you saw it in 1977? That was going to be big. Let me show you something, Tracy. How many good things happened in that year? Apart from me being born, of course. You got music, animals, cooking, gardening. I do like gardening. My garden's not much of a garden now. I do love cooking as well, but again, that was when I was with Suzanne. I was the cook. I did all the cooking, and I really struggled to transition to cooking for yourself. I struggle to transition because I just make a pot and it's that big. Because it's normally for me, Suzanne, for a couple of meals, a couple of days later, and probably for the family that's across the street as well. So you're cooking a massive meal, and just know everyone will get a bit. So cooking, I do love cooking, and I am a good cook. 100% I'm a good cook, and that has been confirmed by many people. I'm all right at cooking. Cooking seems to come up quite naturally for me. Some people try some stuff and it just comes out horrific. I don't know why. I don't know what that is. I'm not blowing my own trumpet there at all. But I seem to find cooking seems to come quite naturally to me, especially when you're watching somebody or going even from a recipe. Just reading from a recipe, some people just cock it up or just can't get it right. I generally tend to come out with it pretty decent the first time, and then it gets better and better, and then you change it a little bit. The recipes don't need to just suit how you like it. I think a lot of people say you need to be comfortable being alone, don't they? A lot of people say, I don't know who the people are, but I agree that there's definitely something in having to, being comfortable in your own company for extended periods. I think there's definitely something in that. If you can be comfortable in your own company for extended periods, I think that says something about somebody. I don't think it's necessarily negative that, they just like to be on the lone. Suzanne used to call me a lone wolf all the time, and maybe she was right. Maybe I am a lone wolf. That's maybe what I'm meant to be. And I've tried to, be better over the years and not be a lone wolf or try to think of others more. But I hope I have. But it was too late for our relationship to decide. So that's fine. It is what it is. Here I am. You need a hobby, Pam. You need a hobby. So Pam needs a hobby. Everyone, what hobby's Pam going to have here now? We need to get a hobby for Pam. Do you like crafts, Pam? Do you like a bit of crafting? Crafting's massive these days. You can do everything with crafting. Creating stuff. People starting businesses left, right and centre and doing well, crafting things, doing like that. So people do very well with crafting. So that might be something you could do. You need to decide what a hobby. I suppose we need to define what a hobby is. Is a hobby just... What is a hobby? Something... I struggle with it. I need to maybe look up what does hobby mean. Let's look at the definition of hobby. You want to learn something new? Yeah, learn painting there. That's a good painting. As in creating a masterpiece, John, rather than painting your ass. Right, let me look up the definition of hobby. What does hobby mean? Hobby. Well, that's Hooby. I've written Hooby. Hobby. Dictionary. Right, let's see the definition of hobby. An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. Or it can be a small horse. A hobby horse. Yeah, so an activity done regularly. There's a word I can't say. Regularly. How hard does it say regularly? Regularly. An activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. Okay. So what do I do in my leisure time regularly for pleasure? Well, I renovate houses. I've renovated many houses, so maybe that's a hobby. But is that not a skill rather than a hobby? I don't know. See, that's what I struggle with. Because I really like doing that. I'm very creative. I like plastering. I like painting houses. I like turning something from nothing into something. I enjoy that. I'm doing that at the moment. You know, a full house, top to bottom, 3-bedroom house that my mum and dad rent out. That was left in an absolute disgusting state by the previous tenants. I'm not going to say where they're from. They've gone back to where they're from. Apparently they were very good tenants, always paid, but the house was, I'm not over-exaggerating, it was disgusting. Disgusting it was, every bit of it. The front room, the back room, the bedrooms, the kitchen, the garden, the garage. A horrible state, horrible. They left it. I went back off to their country in a very, very quick and frantic way, and I have renovated the whole place. My nephew says he's done 21 hours to help me. Okay, I don't remember the 21 hours he was there with me, but that's fine. He's been paid, now my dad's paid him £10 an hour. He got paid, by the way, my nephew, for doing the 21 hours. That would mean he would need to be there for 2 hours every night for 2 weeks solid. And he was not at all. But I love my nephew and he needs his money. He's at university, so I'm not going to begrudge him his £210. Cars, yeah, I like my cars. But I don't do anything with them other than drive them. You know what? I've not made a video for STW77 since November last year. It's going to be nearly a year since I made a video. I do intend to continue making videos for that. I just don't know what to do that's going to interest people in terms of me making a video about my cars. But I love my car. My car will get changed as well, so that'll be of interest at some point. I've always had a lot of family. They've passed. Okay, it's just me now. I'm good by myself. Enjoy it. Yeah, I definitely have times, Tracy, when there's definitely times now where I think I would struggle to live with somebody again because I'm well into my ways of what I like to do and the way I like to do it and at what time I like to do it. I like the idea of just being able to drop something and just go, I'm going to go and do that now, rather than trying to organise. As Carl Pilkington said, you get nowhere with organising. Quote Carl Pilkington. I love improving my house, but improving your house generally means that, doesn't it? So you've got to have that to, I mean, money by that. So you generally got to have that. Unless you're extremely creative and you can create something from nothing or from upcycling. I like the idea of upcycling. It's something I'm looking at, you know, upcycling stuff, maybe buying stuff on Gumtree or wherever and maybe upcycling it, making it something better from something nothing and selling that on, creating a little business from that maybe. That's sort of something that's been in my head for 5 or 6 months. So that might be something that I do. You like your own company? Yeah. But I think there's something. I think there's not many people that do though, Jack Barnsley. There's not many people that do like their own company. You know, people struggle in their own company, and I don't know whether that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know whether there's like an unwritten thing that you, as humans, individuals, we should be happy in our own company. You know, the desire to be around people all the time could potentially might be considered as a weakness. I don't know. If you can be on your own and be happy on your own, not happy but content, it's the same thing, isn't it? Content, happy, satisfied, I don't know, on your own, then I think that's me personally. I think it's a positive because some people struggle to be on their own for any length of time, and I've met these people and they've said to me, I struggle to be on my own. I would struggle to be on my own. No, I won't get married again, Barnsley. I've done all that. I know it's I feel quite sad about it actually as well, because I just feel in terms of getting being married. Being married is, I know lots of people get married in older age, or as they get older they remarry. But me personally, the way I look at marriage is, see if you don't get it the first time, that's your chance done. I don't see why you'd try and go back and do it again. You know, you spend years getting to know the person you're going to marry. You spend years building up memories. You spend years getting to know the family. And then when all that's taken away and stopped, I just think, well, that's your chance. Your chance was you've done your chance. So why would you even try and go back and do it all again? The bottom line is, I can't be arsed to do all that again. I can't be arsed to do it again. You know, if I meet somebody over the next couple of years and we have some sort of relationship, I'm never going to look for somebody to move in with me again. I'm not interested in somebody living with me again. I'm not interested in being married again. It's not even friends with benefits that I'm looking for at all. But the benefits are always nice, and we all need benefits. I think that's a natural instinct, isn't it, to have benefits? You know what I mean when I'm saying that? I don't think that's what I want. I don't just want a friend with benefits, but I certainly don't want to commit myself to another person for your life. I'm not interested in committing myself to another person, because I've done that. It didn't work. I failed at that. I failed at doing that. So why would I think I would do any better the next time? I didn't expect to have to try and do it again. So that's the way I look at it. It might be quite negative. It might be quite not a nice thing to hear, but the way I look at it is, I failed at marriage. I didn't succeed at all. And as much as we wanted to try and manage it, I failed. We both failed. I failed. So that's why marriage will not be for me again. Yeah, and I do, and again, it depends on what you on isolation or what you want your life to include. But I actually don't think I've got any friends at the moment. I've got work colleagues, and I've got a friend that I keep in touch with, Leon, occasionally from school. But other than that, what's around me at the moment in Telford is my family. My brother, my older brother, my sister-in-law, and my younger nephew, who will be off to university. So my older nephew's already at university, and my mum and dad. My mum and dad are not in brilliant health. The health's all right. My dad's just recovering from a stroke still, and my mum's mobility and and generally it's not excellent. It's all right for their age. They're in their 80s, for God's sake. So, Oh, did Pam leave? Sorry, Pam, if I've missed you going there. Well. Anyway, I'll let you all crack on. I've really enjoyed that, everyone. Thanks very much for dropping in and chatting away with me. I've really enjoyed that. Really did. I never know what to expect when I do these lives. You know, my lives used to be a lot more vibrant, but I suppose it was just last minute as well. But no, I really enjoyed that, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for your contributions to that live. And I will let you all crack on with your evening. Go and get your dinners wherever you are in the world, or your lunches or your breakfasts. And I'll maybe we'll crack up and we'll do another little live tomorrow at this time. Like I said, I am leaving tomorrow, but I don't need to leave the hotel till about 4. So maybe we'll do this again tomorrow, similar time, maybe earlier in the day tomorrow, and we'll do a little quick cheeky one. But really appreciate all your comments and all your encouragement and continued support on my channel, with your likes and your comments and you watching my videos. It means a lot. And thanks, everyone, for dropping in. It's been great chatting to you. To pop to Highgate and have a coffee. Absolutely, John. Check me out. We'll maybe have to do a separate little connection there, because if you're not going to see you that often, we'll maybe have to do a little. Next time you're down there, maybe I'll try and come and see if I can catch you in there. But thanks, Tracy. Thanks, Pam. Thanks, Barnsey. Thanks, John. Who else was in? Thanks, Daniel. Was anybody else in that I've missed? Apologies. I said Pam did. Sorry if anyone else I missed anyone else. But make sure you keep yourself right. And as I go off and click the little screen here, make sure if there's anything you need to do, if there's anything you need to do, everyone, you know what I'm going to say. Just make sure it's nothing that I wouldn't do.